And I feel very confident that when you leave here tonight, you'll feel very good about Civ Pro, and all you'll have to do is go home and master some rules, because you're going to learn tonight how to take the test. What we try to do in the final reviews that we prepare for students for law school is we have 4 goals. The first goal, if you open up your outline tonight, you're going to find a checklist on page number 1 and page 2 of the outline. This checklist is sort of like a table of contents of the potential issues in the civil procedure exam. So what I'm going to do tonight is the bulk of my lecture is going to be through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Not as much in pleadings, but I'm going to hit it for you. And I'm going to hit joinder, surface joinder. You'll get it much more in depth in the second semester. Now, after we go through the checklist, what we're going to want to do second is we're going to go through the law, explain to you how the rules apply in a fact pattern. What really separates me from people in this business is when I created the exam solution 25 years ago, I tried to create a mechanism for spotting issues on exams, because you can know the rules. In fact, being an ex-law professor, 16 years teaching the law, I can tell you that most students know the rules. But you can know the rule and still miss the issue. And so what you have to learn on a Civ Pro exam is when they give you these facts, these are the issues they're looking for. So what I'm going to do tonight, because the outline is extremely well written, it's written by a Harvard professor, it's a fantastic outline. The other thing I'm going to do tonight is show you how to argue on a law exam, how to take facts and work them from both sides, like minimum contacts, for example, how to really analyze that for a professor to get a very, very high grade. So we're going to spend a lot of time tonight on black letter law, but more emphasis on fact application and how the issues come up on the exam. The third goal we have is an approach. So if you quickly turn to page 46 of your outline, you'll notice on page 46 I have a handout in there on certain approaches that I want you to learn. On page 46 I have an approach to federal subject matter jurisdiction, I have an approach to minimum contacts, and I have an approach to the Erie Doctrine. I want you to learn these approaches. They work every time, and what's nice about approaches is all you have to do once you understand how to apply them, you just argue the facts and put them down on the paper and work it, and that knocks the major areas out. So we're a big believer in approaches in certain areas that'll help you. And the last thing that we're going to do is hit some examinations. Now tonight I have actually attached 4 exams beginning on page 47. We don't get to these exams until, if we're lucky, around 9:40, when you guys are fairly tired. I myself, I'm the Energizer Bunny. I could go for another 5 hours. What we'll do tonight, depending upon how much energy you have in the room, we're going to hit some of these exams. We have 4, 2 we usually do in class, and 2 we send you home with an answer. But what I'm going to do tonight is I added a pleading one, because I wasn't sure people had pleading, so I added an extra question on pleading, so it'll help a couple of you who do have pleadings on your final exam. Heavy emphasis on my exams in the area of jurisdiction, in the area of venue, choice of law, the major areas you need, with some model answers. So when you leave here and study my model answers, you'll have a much better idea of how to attack these exams.